Hello and welcome. My name is Zafar Iqbal, and you are watching the Mojo Story. The big breaking news that we are bringing to you is that the case pertaining to Vinesh Phogat has again been extended, and now the ruling will come on the 16th of August. This is the third time that it's been extended. Initially, we were told that it's an open and shut case because the rules, Olympic rules, are very strict, but for some reason, it's being delayed for the second time now, and now the verdict will be announced on the 16th of August. We're all waiting for that verdict to be announced tonight. It did not happen. In fact, we're also told that the International Indian Olympic Association will also give a press conference. We're expecting a press conference led by Harish Salve, but we're not sure that will happen or not. We're again joined by senior journalist, broadcaster, and a sportsperson, Humayun Kaisar. Uh, uh, Welcome to the show, Humayun Saab. We discussed it in our previous show as well that there is a delay, and we're told that now the ruling will be pronounced tonight. It has again not happened, another delay. What could be the possible reason?
Well, it's kind of unprecedented that you keep on delaying it and now for 2 days or three
Right,
days rather.
right,
So I don't know what they are up to. These games are over, everything has happened. And as you said, they said it's an open and shut case. They don't relent, but maybe they want to relent also, but they have to come out with something. It must be playing on the nerves of Vinesh Phogat
right,
and her family.
right,
Because yeah, we are talking about it. Okay, we are concerned, but basically it matters to the family, and they must be, and Vinish herself, it must be very difficult for her these 3 days, 2 days to handle these
right,
days.
right. And Humayusa, we are also told that nobody knows about her whereabouts. Some say that she's still in Paris, she's with her family, she's not been speaking, she hasn't spoken a word about it, except for that tweet where she said that she's been defeated and wrestling has won while she was sort of addressing to her mother. We haven't heard from her, but as you are rightly saying that it would be, you know, it's not easy for her. The clock is ticking, and she must be waiting. What exactly is going to be the final verdict, this way or that way? It is important for her to know, as well as the people, her fans, her followers, everybody, to know what is the verdict. The arguments have been heard. She has put across her point of view virtually. So has the IOA, uh, led by Harish Salve. What is the problem now? It's just pronouncing the verdict. Whatever that ruling is, it's being delayed twice. It's not so complicated as it was said that there are a set of rules. The rules have to be followed, but again, another delay, and we don't know whether the ruling will actually be pronounced on 16th of August or there can be one more delay after that.
As you said, her whereabouts, it was also said that she has left for the country, for India,
Right,
but still
right,
people haven't found her in India herself, itself.
right,
The second part is that what are they cooking up basically?
right,
If they follow certain kind of rules, we accept that. If they
right,
reject it, okay. If they accept it, okay. What are they cooking up for 2 3 days? It's just as I said, unprecedented. This doesn't happen, and
right,
it's nerve wracking for her. Agreed. She's hiding if people say because she doesn't want to hear it. Uh, that a negative verdict, but again the agony prolongs.
right,
Again, the second part is, as in International Olympic Committee, Thomas Bach had said that it's very difficult to give two persons a silver medal last time. Since then,
right,
he's also silent. He's also
right,
silent. He doesn't say anything. And then Singhania, the lawyer of Vinesh Phogat, comes up that we are very positive that the verdict will be in our favor.
right,
What's that positive which he's talking about when nothing has been said?
right, absolutely. And Humayun Saab, as you were saying in our previous program, that perhaps one reason could be that it becomes a precedent. If they give a verdict in favor of Vinesh, it becomes a precedent. If they don't
Right.
give, perhaps they would not have admitted the case in the first place. Now that they have admitted, now, now then hopes, right? There's a ray of hope. Then, then the ruling gets delayed. Then another delay comes in. You know, all these things, this way or that way, it is not very clear. It's only adding to the fog and to the confusion, and that has to end now.
Yeah, very right, very right. You know, this adds to confusion, and this also adds to something that, as I said, that they want to say something, but they are afraid to say it. Something like that is happening. And here we had Vijender Singh, bronze medalist in Olympics boxer. He came up with yesterday or day before yesterday with a statement that 100 grams do not matter. I have seen things being handled at that 100 meter, 100, 200 grams. They don't consider it much. But how did he say it? I don't know. And if they don't consider it much, then how did they consider it?
This time,
And
right,
if it was against the rules, then what are they waiting for?
right. And also the side of Vinesh Phogat, her lawyers, and also the IOA will be putting their weight behind her, have been saying that she has not committed any fraud. She followed the rules. There was a distance from the place where she was staying up to the place where the bout was taking place. All of those things have happened now. The arguments have taken place. Both sides have
Right,
been heard. There is nothing
right,
more to add to it. It's just pronouncing the ruling.
right. Yeah, you are
And in the
absolutely right.
in the meantime, we're waiting for the press conference of IO. That did not happen. But Mahavir Phogat has said that we'll try for a gold medal in 2028. Now he's gone to 2028. We're talking about 2024.
That was Tokyo, basically. That's gone
Uh,
now. She has retired also, so you can't try
Right,
next time also.
right.
And you know, if, as you have very rightly put it, there are no more arguments
Yeah,
left for both the sides,
yeah,
then what is the delay and what for is the delay? That's an
right.
issue, serious issue. Exactly. And somebody in between, I heard or read that there's a loophole in between somewhere, which can be exploited by Indian uh, lawyers or whosoever is pleading the case. That if she was of right weight qualifying for finals, now that in final she is overweight, she loses right to fight in the final. But if she is in the final, she deserves a silver then. If she
Right.
loses a right to fight or in the final bout, but
Yeah.
still she has made it to a silver medal and she is in there. And at that time, there was no infringement of weight when she qualified for the final.
Yes.
So that is what is troubling, I think, the International Wrestling Federation, that how to handle this very point.
Right. At that point in time, PT Usha came forward. She gave a press statement, and that seemed to be very much in favor of Vinesh Phogat. But later on, she also seemed to have changed her stance a bit, throwing Vinesh Phogat under the bus. Let's first
Right.
hear what she said when Vinesh Phogat was disqualified and the silver was also snatched from her.
Now, Vinesh had 3 bouts, and hence, to prevent any dehydration, some amount of water had to be given. We found that her post participation weight was increased more than normal, and the coach initiated the normal process of weight cut that he has always employed with Vinesh. This is something that's worked with her for a long period of time. He felt confident that this would be achieved, and over the night we went ahead with the weight cut procedure. However, in the morning we found that despite all of our efforts, her weight was 100 grams over her 50 kilogram weight category, and hence she was disqualified. We had tried all possible drastic measures throughout the night, including cutting off her hair, shortening her clothes, and despite all of this, we could not make that 50 kg weight category.
Right. Humayun Sahab, you heard this. He is saying that they cut the hair, they cut the size of the clothes to ensure that it doesn't look. It looks very odd the way that they are saying what they are saying. Now that they said this, then a recent statement of PT Usha, who says that it is primarily the responsibility of the athlete and the coach. In a way, she is right. It is the responsibility of the athlete because they are not, they are professional athletes. They have been taking
Right.
part in so many competitions, but it's also absolving themselves from the responsibility. All of this happening in the backdrop of that ruling, that all important ruling that is not coming in.
Right. Right. Well, what you said is that she now, she has washed her hands off the
Right,
wrestler and her team. Basically,
right,
she says it's their responsibility. Well, I had said the other day also. Then I said on my show as well that what about the person who manages her? What about her coach? What about her physio? What about the doctors? You take them to task also. It's not about athlete only. Another thing, why did not they shave her hair? What's it?
right.
Why cut hair? Shave her hair. Doesn't matter. She's bald for one day. Doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
But somewhere down the line, there's more to it. Apart from water, what did she take? Nobody's saying it. It was not that she would have survived on water and fought or got into final drinking water
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
Then what would have she done in the final? Nothing. So there's silence about other things.
No, Humayun Sahab,
And
it becomes even more complicated. Had she just used water and taken part in the final, she would have lost that game, but she was to still have a silver medal. In doing
right,
this,
right,
she has lost the silver medal. And plus,
exactly,
on top of it, she's not qualified for the final. She comes in the top rank, in the end rank, last rank now.
right, right.
So
Because she
it
has been
is very
shunted now.
confusing. It is very confusing. The entire thing is very confusing. Now her hair was cut. They announce it that they cut the hair. Then if you cut the hair, first of all, you cut the hair. You make it public. Then, as you say, then you could have cut the or shaved the head and cut the entire hair. What was the need to have some hair? It's very
Right.
complicated and complex. No, but because it's a matter of 100 grams. Had it been, say, 1 kilo, 500 grams, one would still understand. But 100 grams, it is very complex. But what seems right, because nobody is sure what's going to be the verdict like. Although the admission of the case, then all these arguments which were heard gives some hope that the verdict will be in favor of Vinesh Phogat. But everybody is making statements, you know, trying to play safe, like PT Usha, like others, like the coach, like the management. Even the government is saying that they spend so much money. They said it in the parliament that the lakhs of rupees they spend on it's very very strange the statements that are coming from all quarters. But this is all going to end when that ruling will come. There will be clarity. Everybody will have a clear stand after that.
Zafar, another thing that has come to my notice, I've seen it on Twitter as well as social media. There are certain posts which are totally against Vinesh Phogat, in which they are saying she was 57 kg athlete or boxer, a wrestler. Then she became 53 kg, and then she wanted to fight in 50 kgs. And then another qualifier who's a junior champion, world champion, she deserved her place. She stole her place. That's why she got what she got. So I think
Right,
now an effort is being made to malign the wrestler as well. And
right,
it's an effort which is being done consciously. It's not happening
right.
arbitrarily.
Yeah,
So I don't know what are we heading for. And I say again, why don't you think of some inside job also? Why
right.
don't you investigate that also?
Yeah. And absolutely, and whatever the ruling will be, it's very important to hear from Vinesh Phogat. We haven't heard from her. We will hear at some point in time, and that will really end this mystery. What exactly happened? It was very exciting for the entire country. The jubilation when the news came in that she is beaten an athlete who was never beaten. Then it
Right.
was a shock, a heartbreak that she has been disqualified. Even the silver has been taken away. Then the other
Right.
stage came when the case was admitted, because people said it's an open and shut case, there's no scope. But the case was admitted.
Right.
Now we're seeing delays one after the other. So whatever the ruling is, at the end of the day, it is Vinesh Phogat who will, at some point in time, speak about this issue, and there will be clarity. I'm sure there's more that meets the eye. At this point in time, we are only hearing different statements which are only adding to the confusion. But myself will keep disturbing you and will keep calling you when that ruling comes in. But for now, thanks so much for joining us. And as usual, providing us and the audiences the clarity on this subject. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Manisha.
Thank you much. Thank you so much.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.